To record. Okay, so welcome to the Team Nourished team call. It is Monday, November the 12th, and happy Veterans Day to Amanda. Veterans Day observed. I know technically it was yesterday, the entire day. Yesterday, I did not even realize it was Veterans Day. And I was like, oh, it is the 11th, isn't it? So I just assumed it was today for some reason, since everybody had off work today. But happy Veterans Day. If you are a veteran who is watching the replay of this, thank you for your service. Thank you for all you've done for our country. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share really quick and run through some announcements and some recognition really quick, and then we will get on to the meat of our call. So announcements this week: every challenge pack over $150 is $20 off, every challenge and completion pack, which I think that is really oh, Lauren, hi, I'm glad you hopped on. Yay! I'm going to mute you real quick though. So like, I love you, but I'm muting you. Okay. So challenge packs are $20 off this month. So challenge and completion packs, guys, that's important, because if you have people who already have a Beachbody On Demand account, all they need to do is get a completion pack in order to join our Cool Kids Club. That's the term I coined on our new coach call. So in order to join the Cool Kids Club, you do have to have either a challenge pack or a completion pack. Guys, you do get 2 Success Club points for that. If that means nothing to you, Beachbody gives you certain points for different things, and Success Club points equals lives changed. So 2 Success Club points equals 1 life changed. There's all kinds of rewards and incentives and all kinds of things. The more people you help, you know, you guys who have been in this for a while, we know that our goal, our minimum goal every month is to help 3 people a month to get started with our challenge group, right? So 3 is the minimum, a cajillion is the maximum. I'm pretty sure that has not ever been hit, but we can strive for it because there are lots and lots of people out there we can help. So it is no excuse November, and truly this $20 off is like, seriously, the best thing ever. I'm going back through all of my people who I've talked to in the entire year and saying, hey, I know you had said that finances were a sticking point on this. I just wanted to let you know that it is $20 off now. I'd rather get you started before Thanksgiving so that you aren't like inundated with holiday crap and you know, in over your head. Let me help you. Okay, next thing, introducing the To Be Mindset with BOD Performance Pack. I know some people cannot have Shakeology and they want to do the To Be Mindset. I'm thrilled that they are now offering it with a performance pack. So that is an option for us. Keep earning your 2018 Success Club rewards. If you don't know, like I said, Success Club points, if you get 6 Success Club points in a month, that's 3 people helped. Beachbody gives you prizes. So do I. As your upline coach, so does your upline coach, Amanda or Carrie, or whoever your upline coach may be. We also do all kinds of incentives. Mine right now is if you help 3 people get started this month, then I'm giving you a $50 Amazon card to help with your holiday shopping. So, hey, that's incentive enough, plus the commissions, or if you want to call them referral bonus, whatever you want to call them, that Beachbody gives you, plus they're giving you cute little swag. So it's, I think there's a hat and a bag and a shirt and all kinds of really cute stuff. So, excuse me, the other thing that they are doing this month is if you help 1 person get started with a challenge pack, they are guaranteeing that you will have the opportunity to purchase a step in November. For my personally sponsored coaches, if you help 3 or more, I am personally providing you your step. So you got your name on the list. I'm going to get your step for, well, really, I've got to give you the money to get your step, but you will be getting your step as a gift from me for helping 3 or more people this month. So with that said, that basically what they're saying is we already guarantee we're going to sell out. Like, we can't get enough of these. So get your name on this wait list right now. And this is how you're going to do it, by helping 1 person this month, at minimum 1 person this month. There's also a flash sale going on for swag, totally cute stuff, 30% off in the Beachbody store. And last but not least, if you earned Success Club 5, 10, 15, or 20 last month, you did get your Make Your Mark thing. I did get my email. I think I earned 2 of the markers. So I'm excited to get the email for that. Okay. And then Team Nurse Recognition, we do have 2 new coaches so far this month, Allie Sheenan and Michelle King. And then Life Changers, I'm at SC8. We have lots of month left to go. Do not give up hope, just because it is going to be a very scattered month for a lot of people. That does not mean that that's that you just tank and you're not going to help anybody. Right now is the best time to start helping people. My approach for a lot of people is if they say, hey, listen, I don't think I can do a workout. I don't think I can do 30 minutes a day. Okay, well, what about 4 days a week? Let's start, yes, I'm doing shift shop, sure, but they don't have to do that. Lift 4, whatever. I know, Carrie, I saw on your Instagram that you're doing like some hybrid calendar that you created or found or something. I would love for you to share that with our team, because I think there's a lot of people that feel like they can't commit to a 6-day-a-week program or a 5-day-a-week program or whatever. Like I said, I don't know what exactly it is you're doing, but if you'll share that with our team, I know there's lots of people who would love to have that resource. So maybe they can't even commit to that. Okay, well, what about the fact that you're skipping breakfast every single day and you think you're doing yourself a service, or you're like, oh my God, I skipped breakfast and now I'm going through the drive-through line. Replace that with a Shakeology in the morning. You're good to go. Like, that's still 2 Success Club points. You're still doing your coaching duties and you're helping them solve a need. So whatever their need is, that's where we need to figure out what their need is. And then we're going to make recommendations based upon their needs. But you cannot make recommendations based upon their needs until you know their needs. And that is what this call tonight is all about. So like I said, it is going to be a working call, and I'm going to show you guys a lot of really cool stuff. But I'm also going to provide you with a very streamlined approach. I was working on this past weekend with Maggie and Cece and Jen this past weekend, because apparently I do something that a lot of people don't do. And I don't know if it's just because of the nature of my background or if it's because someone recommended me to do it. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. But for a while I was not consistent with it. And now I am becoming very consistent with it. And I can see the changes in my challenge group. If you were on the call last week, we talked a lot about the changes that have happened in my challenge group. And this is one of those things, because it's a tool to give me a lot of information about them, so that I can go back to them and say, hey, remember you said that you were struggling in this area and now you're not, like, you are getting a win. Or, hey, you started out with, it gives me a starting point of their weight. It really gives me a lot of tools to be able to help somebody better. And that's what this is about, guys. Yes, Success Club points matter. Yes, people signing up with you matters. Yes, Emerald and Diamond and all of this rank stuff matters. But the only reason that we can even get there is because we've helped people, and you can't help people if you aren't enrolling people. So I want to give you tools to help you enroll people. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share and show you. If I was a good coach and a good hostess, I would have already had this pulled up. But I do a health assessment. Hey, Layla. I do a health assessment that I send people. So apparently I created this in May of 2017. Sometime between May of 2017 and now, this has changed. So now when you create a type form or a jot form, these are websites. So typeform.com. And then there's another one called jotform.com. So JOTFORM. You can even do it in Google Forms. That's how I originally kind of started it, but then I hated it. So this is just prettier. And I think people understand this a lot easier because it comes across to them as a website. And so it's funny because my dentist office also uses this. And I thought, oh, well, look at me. I'm just as professional as my dentist office. And that made me feel very spiffy. So with that said, this is, where is it? Health assessment. So I literally created a health assessment. I copied it, I don't want to say verbatim, but really, really closely to a nurse intake form that you would get when you go to talk to somebody at a hospital or at really any professional health institution will give you an intake form. Guys, that's what this is. Mine is an intake form. Now, granted, unless you pay for the upgrade, and I'm not advocating that you pay for the upgrade. If you're not making money with this business, do not pay for the upgrade of this. Use the free one. Or if you want to, I can duplicate mine if you want it to say the exact same things and set up you as the receiver of their form. So with that said, I'll show you guys my health assessment so that you can get some ideas. And I share all of my stuff with you guys. I will give you the link to this. You can go in and literally create it verbatim for yourself. I really, really, let's see here. I want to view it. There we go. So this is what somebody gets. And I'm going to give you guys a step-by-step invitation process of how I invite someone and provide this to them as a tool during that invitation process. So this is my little logo that I have. And then this is a free template that they have. I just thought it looked pretty, so I chose it. I just said, welcome. I'm excited to get to know you and your health needs better. Let's get started. So then we're going to scroll through. Full name as it is on Facebook was really important to me because I would have a lot of people from other places, whether that's email. This is attached onto all of my emails that get sent out from my business email account. So people have the opportunity to take this at a lot of different junctures. So full name as it is on Facebook, the date, because I want to know when they took this, their email, their age, and then here we go. This is where I literally sat down with a nurse intake form and copied this stuff because this stuff to me matters. Maybe this stuff to you doesn't matter, and maybe you're not confident enough yet to recommend something based on the fact that they have type 2 diabetes or cancer or thyroid condition or all of that. That stuff matters to me. It does not have to matter to you. This just helps me get an idea of where they're starting at, because it also is really cool to start tracking them as they go along these programs with you, to say, hey, when you started with me, you had high cholesterol. When's the last time you had your levels checked? Because that was a huge thing when Matt started this, even before I did. His cholesterol levels dropped. His blood pressure dropped. He lived with chronic blood pressure his entire life, or borderline high blood pressure. His blood pressure normalized. Those are big things. If they have sleep apnea, losing weight is a huge, huge help for sleep apnea. So these are the kind of things that I like to track. List any medications. Again, this is just helpful to me because sometimes they'll tell me well, I'm taking this medication and one of the side effects is gaining weight. Well, what medication are you taking? Guys, if you don't have to really have a degree, there's this thing called Google. You just type in Remorzarad. What is Remorzarad? And it'll pull it up and it'll tell you this is a blood pressure medication. Okay, so you know they take blood pressure medication. You don't need to know all the things about it. You just need to know what it is they're taking so that you just know that. Again, if that doesn't matter to you, don't put it in there. I asked them about vitamins, minerals, or other daily dietary supplements because Shakeology is a vitamin supplement. So you can say, hey, it looks like you're taking 5 different vitamins. All of those are encompassed in Shakeology. So you don't need to be taking those and Shakeology. I would replace it with Shakeology because that's more bioavailable. List all known allergies. That's just for me, again, because I help people with meal plans. That's for me to know, hey, she has a shellfish allergy. Hey, okay, I worked with a girl who has what was her allergy? Whatever her allergy is, it is a main ingredient in Shakeology. I know not to recommend Shakeology for her because, again, the crappiest thing we can do for somebody is to send them into anaphylactic shock because we said, no, I'm pretty sure you can take this. Do your research, guys. Look at the bag of Shakeology. Oh, they say they're allergic to ashwagandha, which they're not, just so you know. Oh, there's ashwagandha on here. You can know before you start blanket saying well, you have to buy it. No, there's also Daily Sunshine. There's also Beach Bars. There's also Performance Line. Do you smoke? Again, that's just for me to know. Do you drink alcohol? Just for me to know. Are you concerned about your weight? Yes, I want to lose weight. Yes, I want to gain weight, or no. I've had people click no. Fine. What do you want then? And then we go into that. This kind of stuff I didn't add until a little bit later, and I'm really glad I did because it helps me know, it helps me talk to them. It helps me get to the heart and get to the emotion of why they need this. Because again, I think sometimes we deal so much on surface level stuff that getting to the emotion and tapping into that with them will get them to action more. And again, this isn't get them to action more so our paychecks go up. It's get them to action faster so they feel better faster. Right? Most people don't act until there's an emotion tied to it. Current weight, this is very, very important to me. I want to know their current weight so that when they start coming back to me and saying, well, I haven't lost anything, I'm going to say, what's your weight right now? And then I'm going to go to this intake form and I'm going to say, well, you told me it was 162 when you started. Was that a guess or was that legit 162? And now you're 155. You've lost 7 pounds. Yes, you have lost weight. A lot of people don't realize that they are losing. Current height in inches, that just helps me. Goal weight, this is very helpful. This helps me identify if they're if they're being realistic about their goals, to be honest. Like if I had a girl off of Instagram fill this out one time, and she was 240 pounds and her ideal weight was 110. And I'm like, girl, you're 5'9". Your ideal weight is not 110. We need to talk about this. Like, this helps me know, okay, I red flag. I need to talk to this girl about, like, hey, let's go for smaller bite-sized chunks. It also helps me if people are too scared to say their real goal weight. Like, I have a girl, I'm working with a woman right now that she claims that she has, and who am I to tell her what she should weigh? But I think that her realistic weight loss goal at 100 pounds is very reasonable and doable and will put her in a very healthy weight zone. Had I not known that, had I not asked that, I would not know, okay, we need to start you out with some other stuff kind of thing, right? Dream a little. What would achieving your ideal body size and health feel like to you? What would you be able to do that you currently can't do now? That I get a lot of chase my kids, a lot of hike with my husband, a lot of that kind of stuff. But again, that's touch points that I can continue to talk about when we're having a conversation, right? Have you tried to lose weight in the past? What methods? And this tells me, have they tried paleo? Have they tried keto? Have they tried Beachbody before? They typically will tell me that. What has worked for you in the past and why? That I've had people tell me diet pills are the only thing that work. Or, I had a lot of success when I was doing high cardio. Okay, well, let's refer them to a high cardio program, right? In the past, what have you, this is a very sneaky question. This is my personal, this is super important to me. This tells me if they've ever struggled with eating disorders. This is a very sneaky way of asking them if they've ever struggled with an eating disorder. This is a very nurse intake kind of question. By not eating, that's anorexia. Diet pills, laxatives, we're looking at binge and purge kind of behaviors. As a nutrition counselor, those kind of things are really incredibly important to me. This is just, again, we can just go through all of this. You only have 10 in the free account, so you really need to maybe look at some of these and think, oh, I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that. But this tells me, what are they eating right now? What are five or more times a week? What is their family having? Check all that apply. My family eats meals together. I don't know that you need to ask this. It's just something. Do you participate in regular physical activity? This tells me, are they working out right now or no? What kind of exercises, blah, blah, blah. What do you like? How long and how often? Do you have any physical limitations to exercise? This is very helpful, and I would encourage you to keep this in whatever intake form you decide to use, because this helps you understand if they have joint problems, if they have back problems, if they've had I'm forming a girl, talking to a girl, encouraging her to join us right now who's had a neck injury before. That helps me not say, oh my gosh, I love max 30, you should totally do that with me. And I'm like, no, you have a neck injury. You should not do max 30. That would be a really bad choice for you. What things might make it hard for you? Guys, this is objections right here. This helps so much with objections. It helps me frame the way I talk to somebody when I say, when she says things that might make it hard for me. I have a newborn, or I have an infant and a 4-year-old, and we're constantly busy. Hey, this is for busy moms. That's the way I can change my vocabulary based on these kind of questions. What motivates you or inspires you, and then just a thank you. So we can go through this together. I want to walk you through setting up a very simple one. So I don't know, like I said, you can choose jot form or type form. So if you want to go ahead and create a profile with them, that would be really helpful, because I do literally want to walk you guys through this, because I think a lot of times we say, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'll put that on my to-do list, and then nobody ever does it. Amanda, I'm going to unmute you. You have one already, don't you?
Yeah, I have it on jot form.
Jot form. Okay. How often do you use it? Do you use it with every single person or no?
I will post it in some of my posts, but I haven't gotten much interaction on it.
Right.
I had maybe 3 people so far.
Okay. Right. I expected that, because that's exactly the way I used to use my forum. And I rarely ever got anybody. I now use it in my invitation process. So this is a part of how I invite people now. This is a requirement. And to me, it weeds out the people who really don't want to do this. If they don't want to do this, they're not going to take the 5 minutes, 10 minutes that it takes to fill this out. If they have genuine interest, they're going to fill this out, and then we can actually have a conversation based on this stuff. So I wanted to show you guys while you're pulling that up and creating your stuff. Nope, that's my meal plan. You see how awesome and organized I am in here? Okay, this is my invitation process. And if you are in, I know Amanda, Layla, and Carrie, you guys are in that Boss Up group. This was what my call was on today. So if you haven't had a chance to watch it, you don't need to watch it because you're getting it all right here. But this is how I invite. And it really, again, guys, I've been a coach for 4 years. It did not always look like this. I don't like being told what to do, and scripts piss me off. So I just feel like you should know that coming out the gate. I really don't like scripts. And specifically, I did not like Amy Silverman's scripts, which are the scripts that are kind of passed down lineage. She's one of our top 10 coaches. I think she's number 5 in the company right now or something like that. She is an excellent coach. She and I sound nothing alike. So I cannot identify with her scripts in the least. They don't speak to me. I can't even change them to make them sound like me. And there's nothing wrong with them, you guys. So that's the scripts that are in our back office because they are important. And I think just even getting a overview of like what to say, because I think that's what trips a lot of people up, is I don't know what to say to people. And so this is how I say things to people. So these are for people who have, excuse me, who have not approached me. So these are for people who, for example, Amanda, you said, I saw a post that you put out there about busy moms. These are not for people that said, yeah, I'm interested, or yeah, give me the details. Tell me more. Hashtag struggle bus. Like, this is not for those people. This is literally for the people who clicked like on a post, who watched your story. I don't care if they interact with your story on Instagram or not, that they had eyes on your story. They get this from me. I had a bunch of people who were new because I turned over a bunch of stuff on my Instagram. So I had some new people following me today. These people all got this invitation. It's the PB&J method. If you're in Beachbody Champions, it's gold, you guys. It's gold because it's authentic and it's real and it's you, and it's not something that somebody else has told you to say that sounds very static, I guess. I feel like I get so many people responding back to me because this is authentic, because this is me speaking. So again, it's just got a little formula here, and I'm gonna put this in my team page, so don't feel like you have to take notes on anything like this. But hey, Sarah, thank you so much for always being a sweet supporter on my Facebook post. So I use this on Facebook and I use this on Instagram. So again, I put a post up tonight about, basically it's a very soft coach post about the way we speak to each other and the way we speak to ourselves. So I will go into the people that liked that post and they will get this PB&J if I don't know them personally. Like if I know them personally and we've been having conversations, I feel like PB&J is awkward because then you're like trying to insert something that sounds very new, that you're like a fresh building of a relationship. But so people on Instagram get this all the time. Mine on Instagram will say, thank you so much for always watching my stories or for watching my stories and being such a sweet supporter. Then I personalize it based on what we have in common. So how do you figure out what you have in common? You scroll their Facebook page. You internet stalk them, as far, like, not like crazy internet stalk them, but like look at their Facebook page, look at their pictures. If you're on Instagram, you kind of scroll down to their top 9 and click on a couple of things. And here's my biggest thing that I wish somebody had told me a long, long time ago. If you can't find something in the probably, 5-second scroll, don't spend all day scrolling up and down and getting lost in their feed. But if you can't find something in the first 5 pictures, the first 6 pictures that resonates with you, that is similar to you, that you can connect with, they're not your people, and move on. Don't send them this invitation. Don't fake it. Don't try to, oh, this is a guy from Uzbekistan. No, I'm not going to reach out to him. He's not my people. I can't host people from Uzbekistan in my group. So I'm not going to waste my time reaching out to them. Are they valuable human beings? Of course. I can like their stuff. We can comment back and forth. That's great. But they're not going to get an invitation from me because they can't do this anyway. So find something you have in common. I was looking at your account, noticed you have a daughter around the same age as mine. This is just, how do you like this age? I personally love it. That's kind of a very generic thing, but I'll say, you know, something about 4-year-old girls. You know, I think my daughter's turning into a girl boss, or Sassy is like her new middle name or something, or whatever I'm actually dealing with my family. Or, you know, my Schnauzer just had a really big health issue. So, you know, if there's a Schnauzer, I follow a lot of people about Schnauzers on Facebook. I love them. I think they're the cutest dogs ever. And so we'll talk about Schnauzers. One of the girls in our challenge group right now, Lisa Tichy, is a girl that I connected with on Instagram about Schnauzers. Like, that's how she started following me, and that's how she started seeing my stuff on my stories. So we talked about Schnauzers for a while. And I don't mean for a long time. So anyways, if it's a coaching invite, I'm actually looking for moms like you who are positive and upbeat to join forces with me. Maybe you don't have kids, Carrie, you don't have kids. So that would sound really dumb coming from you. Like, you need to identify who it is you're looking for. I'm looking for other single women, or whatever, like other teachers, other whatever you are, whatever your avatar is, other working professional women who have an hour a day that want to build a side hustle. You know, that is a really great way to start talking about coaching, or a challenge group. I'm not sure if you've seen my posts or not about I'm getting all the women set up for my holiday hustle boot camp. And by the way, you guys, using the word boot camp, for some reason, people think that's awesome and they want to sign up. When I've used other names, nobody wants to sign up for it. So I don't know what the magic of the word boot camp is, but people apparently like torture, and they're like, yeah, I want to talk about your boot camp. And I'm like, I don't run a boot camp. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, so I thought you might be interested. We have such a good time getting fit together in my group, and you'd be so much fun to work with. And then give them an out. If not, no worries. Just thought I'd ask. Hopefully we can still support each other on our journeys. My biggest thing within this and I put it all together here so you can copy and paste it. And again, I'm going to upload this into the documents of our group so you can actually physically copy and paste it. But this right here is short, sweet, to the point. You've actually sent an invite to something, to a brand new person. So you're over the hump of scaredness, but you've also connected to them as a real human being. Don't be discouraged if they aren't interested, but the majority of people that I've talked to on Instagram with this, they actually want to talk, and they actually want to interact and connect with other people. Maybe they don't want to be a coach right now. No problem. They're still watching my Instagram stories, so maybe one day they will. But we talk. I talk about that. Okay, so they ask, yeah, actually, can you tell me more? I did see your post about boot camp. Tell me more about that. So if it is a health assessment, if it is a challenge group invite, this is where I give them my assessment form. And I say, absolutely, if you don't mind, can you fill out this health assessment so I can get a better idea of what might be a good fit for you? As soon as you fill that out, let me know, and we can chat more about the blah, blah, blah boot camp. And then I link them the health assessment. So this is what I was talking about, Amanda, with like actually giving someone the health assessment instead of just putting it out there, because I found that putting it out there, people don't click on links on the internet they don't know what are. Like, that doesn't entice people to do this. But sending them this, and then they fill it out, you look at it as soon as you get it, or whenever you have time in your work schedule, your work hours that you've set apart to look at it, and then send them a message back. What I've been going with on Instagram that has been really helpful is, hey, Sarah, I just got your health assessment. I have a really great plan put together. Can we hop on the phone really quick and talk about it? What's your phone number? I'll give you a call. Like, I don't sit there and talk back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I got to get to the point. Like, we got things to do, people to help. Like, get to the point. Let's talk about this. Hey, and if this is right for you, I can enroll you right over the phone. Like, I'll get you all set up right on the phone. If I am going back and forth with them on Messenger or something like that, I just got finished going over your health assessment. I'm so excited to share more with you. So it looks like you said you want to lose about 10 pounds, and your main struggle is eating on the fly. I'm restating their goals to them. Again, that shows them that I actually care about them and their goals. And then we get it, and I give them why what I have to offer will solve their problem, will touch their pain point. And then I say, I guess I didn't put that in there, but here, I'll actually put that in there. How does that sound? Or I don't know, like, This is why I worked on it with other people, because I couldn't come up with stuff on the fly, which I talk to people all the time, but like actually writing it down is way harder than you think it is. Or how does that sound? Or what do you think? There you go. So that's the kind of message that they will get back. Or, hey, Sarah, I just got your health assessment. Do you have time to chat this afternoon at 4 so I can tell you more? Or so I can tell you the plan that I have created. And again, you guys, really, there's not that many plans available. Like, really what you're selling them is Beachbody On Demand, and you're customizing either Shakeology, Daily Sunshine, or Performance Line based on their goals, right? So those are the things that you're offering them, but you want to talk to them about what the actual challenge group is going to do for them. You have to connect to that point. So like I said, I'll give you guys all of this so that you can have that at your fingertips. But this is really what I wanted to talk the most about tonight. Carrie, do you have a health assessment that you use?
I made one this summer.
Okay.
And then forgot about it.
Mm-hmm. It's really easy to forget about. And I wanted to share this other thing with you guys. If those of you who do have a type form, I don't know, Amanda, you said you use Jot form. So maybe Jot form already comes to your email, but type form does not. You have to set it. So in that initial create screen, you go to this little bell that says notifications. You have to turn on this thing that says custom email for each submission and type in your email address that you want it to go to. So that is my health assessment that I wanted to share with you guys. The other thing I wanted to share with you guys is my coach assessment. So when we are talking coaching, and you have to talk coaching if you're ever going to want to get actual working coaches. We can get lots of discount coaches, and that's great, especially for building initial rank. We all need discount coaches to build initial rank. But to get successful working coaches, you have to talk about the coaching opportunity. But again, just like with the challenge group, you can't just verbal diarrhea all of it to them all at the same time. You've got to touch what it is that this opportunity would mean for them. So that's why this little short, and this is a short assessment. I think, what is this one? Oh, no, maybe it's not that short. I guess I'm long-winded, 15 questions versus 28 or whatever I had before. Again, initial screen, name, email address, your Facebook URL, or Instagram name. What best describes you? These kind of things help you know if they sign up as a coach, how to encourage them. What kind of things motivate them? Are you familiar with Team Beachbody and the coaching opportunity? Yes, I've heard of it, but I have lots of questions. Again, these are just little questions that will give you a way to talk to people, because some people have heard of this before, and maybe they have a bad taste in their mouth about it. I don't know. Where are we here? Okay. Why does this keep skipping over stuff? Okay, fitness. What best describes you? This is going to give you an idea of where they're starting. Remember that, I don't know if any of you guys caught the Bree Headley call from Set Your Soul on Fire, but what she did in her Instagram stories, I'm going to literally copy until I die. It was genius. When she's talking about the coaching opportunity, she put up her transformation photo and then circled her before photo and said, look, you do not have to be at your ideal weight or your fitness goal or whatever to start as a coach. I didn't, and neither do you. So you're reminding them, because I think a lot of people think they have to be at a certain thing before they can talk about being a coach. Guys, being a coach is just an ultimate accountability partner. Amanda, you use Holistic Motivator?
Yes.
Holistic Motivator. Call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. You don't have to pay for the rights to call yourself a holistic motivator. You're a motivator who motivates on all levels of a person. So their mind, their body, their spirit, all of that kind of thing. So you're a holistic motivator. Whatever you want to call yourself, I would just, obviously, I feel like we don't need to be told, don't call yourself a dietitian, don't call yourself a nutritionist, don't call yourself a personal trainer, because you don't have the certifications for those kind of things. But anything else, you are a coach. Call yourself, an epic accountability partner, the best accountability partner, whatever you want to call yourself. How would you describe yourself? These are very short, easy questions. Short-term goals. Again, this is going to help you identify what things to talk about with them. Long-term goals, let's talk money. And this, again, $50 a month means a lot of things to some people. That means extra food on their table. That means a tank of gas that they didn't have. And then again, if you have a baller person that's like, hell yeah, I want to do $100,000 plus a year, like, then you know how to approach them and say, like, listen to me, you said you want to earn $100,000 a year. This is the outline of what you need to do. If you are too scared to talk about that with them because you're not there yet, then reach out to your upline coach. We'll reach out to Meredith. We'll reach out to Moira. We'll reach out to Amy and get them plugged into how they can get success off the ground. But to be honest, guys, all success comes from a challenge group. Every single successful coach comes out of a challenge group. What external rewards motivate you? And again, these questions are, and I'm going to send everybody these, both of my assessments, so you can literally copy and paste them. Like, yeah, just please copy and paste or change it to make it sound like you, whatever you need to do. But don't get stuck on the fact that I don't know what to say. Yeah, you do. You literally have an example right in front of you. How many hours a week could you realistically dedicate to building an online coaching business? This, again, gives you the idea of what they're willing to dedicate to this. And then what reservations? I gave them some ideas to help kind of spur conversation there. And then this thing is skipping all over. And then what questions? So once they fill this out, then I'm able to have a conversation with them about coaching. I can plug them into a sneak peek. We can hop on the phone. We can talk about coaching. But again, I use this a lot in my invitation process. Even like I said, in that, in this invitation process, instead of right here where I send them the health assessment form, if they're like, yeah, I do want to know more about coaching. Absolutely. If you don't mind, can you fill out this coach assessment form so that it will give me a better idea of how to talk to you about the coaching opportunity? Like how this coaching opportunity is even going to help you. Again, number one, you're weeding out the people who really don't care. And number two, you actually have information that you can use to talk to them on a human-to-human level about what their needs are and how we can help them. So that is pretty much all I had for tonight. Y'all, what's your questions? Talk to me here.
Why is engagement down?
Because it's November. And are you, and I think I asked you this in a private message as well, are you engaging with others?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, probably not enough, but.
Because that has been when I have seen my engagement significantly drop, is when I'm being consistent about posting, but I'm not being consistent about connecting with other people. So like, I'm not building my network, growing my network, and I am not, and not just behind the scenes stuff, like going through, part of my power hour is going through and clicking like and commenting on the people that I'm forming, on my new friends, that kind of stuff, because that also gets my stuff in their feed.
Yeah, if I'm not like commenting, I'm trying to at least go through and like stuff.
Okay. Well, I mean, then it might just be the fact that it's November. And that says that you need to do more behind the scenes work, maybe. I don't know. Because if, and say like, oh, I don't know if you saw this post, send them the post. I was thinking about you when I wrote this.
Is your Instagram a business Instagram?
Yes, ma'am. But I have a like page. If you don't have a like page, you can't have a business Instagram. But worth setting up a like page on Facebook because you don't ever have to do anything other than spend the 20 minutes it will take you to set up the like page, and then just have it basically for the business Instagram so that when you post something. But do you use your Instagram to post to your Facebook page? No? Okay, well then it's fine. But like Amanda, I noticed you use your Instagram, like you have it sent directly to your Facebook page from Instagram, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I saw your nasty spider post on both things, and I was like, nope.
And there was a centipede in the bathtub. So
nope.
I'm
don't take pictures of that stuff and put them on my newsfeed. I'm going to hide you.
Is that okay? I mean,
yeah. Yeah, but you cannot switch it to a business then.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I don't know that you necessarily need to switch it to a business unless there are analytics from that business that would help you. Like, Carrie, if you're saying your engagement is down, switching to a business may help you figure out when your target audience is on Instagram. And maybe you're not on at the right time, because it did switch. I don't know if you saw that post that I had put out about the algorithm on Instagram changing.
Yeah.
So it has changed significantly. And my what am I trying to say? Hey, sleepyhead. My engagement has been down as well, but I guess at the end of the day, I haven't touched every single person on my Instagram followers list, so it can be down all at once. I still will invite people and just ask them, like, I don't know if you saw this or not. Doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't care if they saw it or not.
Yeah. And like the only people that I'm getting as new and like I'm not really consistent with using hashtags, and most of the time I don't use hashtags. But like these coaches are still coming out of the woodworks following me. And I'm like, I don't want you following me. Like,
yeah, let me look at what you're putting out on Instagram. Like what your hashtags are.
I mean, I don't know when the last time I used one was. It was like probably a couple posts ago.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see hashtags.
Yeah, so I don't know where these people are coming from.
You're getting a lot of invites from Beachbody coaches?
Not invites, it's just like peaches.
Or added.
Coaches following me on Instagram.
Same way here.
Then that's a hashtag problem, you guys. Like, then we need to fix your hashtags. I mean, are you talking about like brand new followers, Carrie? Like since you've been not using hashtags?
I had someone, well, this is like a spam account that I need to block, but I had a couple this weekend.
Now, literally, I don't see a hashtag. I'm all the way back at October 28th. I don't see any hashtags.
Some of them I've been putting in comments.
Okay.
But, I mean, I still haven't done.
Right. Yeah, I mean, hashtags stop waiting, start working, you're worth it, into your goals, holiday season, motivate yourself. Yeah.
I don't know how to come up with good hashtags.
Yeah, and it is hard. And my biggest thing is coming up with hashtags. And I fought this for a really long time, but you've got to, and I'm not talking about you specifically, but anyone using hashtags, you've got to utilize your hashtags. And this never made sense to me, and it still doesn't, and I still don't like it, but it is how my like social media helper that I hired for Instagram has really helped me grow my following by using my hashtags, is being very intentional to talk about hashtags about the people, who the people I want to target are. So like, for example, let me oh shoot, I just got out of Instagram. Hold on, let me go to one of mine real quick. So like this one, it has hashtag pursue pretty, the happy now, mother care, mommy life, healthy eating, simple moments, women in business, workout time, style diaries, mommy blogger, candid life, love mom, fitness foods, women who hustle, gold digger, me today, the everyday project, Insta me. So I started going to some of those hashtags and seeing what other people hashtagged and then just copying and pasting them. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but you can go to Instagram on your computer and copy and paste. So like on your phone, you can't copy paste on Instagram, but on your computer, here, let me show you what I am talking about. So like, for example, one of the things that Jumper has really helped me to notice is looking for other Instagram accounts that are like mine. So, or I'm sorry, not like mine, that I identify with. So my big one right now, because I'm using a lot of her recipes, is in Spiralized. She has 200,000 followers, right? So she is one of my target markets. And Spiralized has nothing to do with Beachbody, nothing to do with coaching, nothing to do with any of this realm at all. And I think that this is why I'm getting a lot of really great followers. She also has a lot of engagement. So if it's a food post, it's gluten-free food, Spiralizer and Spiralized, so that these people are also seeing my posts, if that makes sense. So I would encourage you to do that. But that's got to come from the fact that you've been self-aware enough to know that you're more than just Beachbody, which, Carrie, I know that you are. But just speaking in general, you have to identify things about yourself and about your quote unquote brand that you want that other people are like you. Maybe you're one of the ones that, what is it? Hashtag, is it Whoa Wait Walmart? Okay, so Jolie and what's her face? Yep, there's Jolie right there. I type in Whoa Wait Walmart and there is Jolie. She's one of the coaches on our team. Her and Hannah Roberts have dominated this because these people are in their target market. They're the fashionistas that go to Walmart and find really cute things at Walmart. But look at what's sitting right in Whoa Wait Walmart. This is Jolie's post, and it's got superfoods and it's got a Wendy's thing. So they're looking for shoes and stuff, and they're like, who's this cute little girl? And they look, temptation is all around us. Look at all that. So we're looking at people who and that just takes time to figure out, and I don't want to say time as in you need to wait, but time is in dedicating time to going through and figuring out other brands. One of the things that was really helpful, is it hashtag Target Mommy or Target Mom? Helps when you spell it right. Target Mom. So I'm not necessarily just going in and clicking on her. Who is she? She's super cute. I don't know who that is. So what is she hashtagging? So I can look at what she's hashtagging so that I know what other people in this hashtag are looking for, kind of thing, right? So these are the kind of people, I don't know who this girl is, but she's all over Target Mommy. Oh, the Gourmand Guide. She's cute, though. What are you doing here? Work. Mm-hmm. Oh, shop my Instagram. So she is a style person on Instagram. Okay, so maybe this is a good person to follow, right? It depends on what you're into. You have to figure out what it is that you are into in order to start growing your feed that way. And then you can always, if somebody does, you can always go in and look for people that are like you and follow them and then go connect on their thing. So look at this cute little thing. You follow her. Why not, right? It's not hurting anybody to follow somebody and click like on their stuff. So this is also how to grow followers that are then going to watch your stories, et cetera, et cetera. So hopefully, I don't know that helps completely, Carrie, but like I said, part of it is just that it's November and that people are busy and thinking about other things. But part of it is, there's things, you have to be proactive about it too.
Yeah, I was talking to a girl earlier who's been going back and forth forever. And she's just I don't think I'm really interested anymore. And I asked her why. And she just is I have too much stuff going on. It's not a priority. I'm already eating healthy. She's in the middle of moving. And she's she just keeps telling me the same thing. She's you're wonderful. And I want to do it in the future. I will definitely let you know. Just now is not the time. It's literally what she says every time.
Well, and then to me, don't get hung up on her, which I feel not to do. Don't get hung up on her. Reach out the next time you have a thing. Be very nonchalant about it. Hey, Amanda, just letting you know my December group is starting up again. Whenever you're ready, I'm here for you. Or, you say something that's authentic to you. If you need to be snarky, whenever what did she say? Now is not the time.
Yeah.
Whenever the time is now, I'm here for you, or like, whatever you in your language need to say, but don't get hung up on people that are leading you on and leading you on and leading you on. I mean, I can't tell you how many years I spent on my business waiting. I would bank Success Club points off of people who never even committed. They're like, yeah, I'm interested in that. And I'd be like, sweet, SE too. Like, no, friend, it's not the way this works. So, Lauren, what other questions you got, friend?
I don't even know. My brain's not really functioning this evening. Long day.
Yep. Get it. Melissa, I know you're muted, but you can unmute yourself if you want, if you have any questions.
I'm hungry.
Kind of taking it all in.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot. And I know you were just on the new coach call too. So this is a lot of information. Whatever we can do to help you, especially Melissa and Lauren, to be successful at this, we want to do that. I mean, your first goal is enrolling 2 coaches and get yourself to Emerald, because that, like Cece was saying on that new coach call, the bank, in air quotes, the bank account that Beachbody opens up for you when you become Emerald is priceless. I mean, that is the potential of all of this. And you guys are on an incredibly fast growing team. I mean, I enrolled 7 coaches last month. Every single one of them went on my right leg, or I'm sorry, my left leg, which is where you guys are. So those coaches are stacking up underneath of you, accruing volume. Like, there's no reason to let that sit on the table. Carrie, are you working?
I'm looking at cheesy bread.
Interesting.
She said she was hungry.
Hashtag cheesy bread.
Yeah. I decided that I was going to follow To Be Mindset throughout the holidays.
Oh, good.
But that means I haven't had carbs.
When did you do your workout?
After school.
Yeah, you probably do need carbs, but you don't need cheesy bread carbs, in case you're wondering.
I was trying to grow my Instagram, and that's what came up.
That's not helpful. Maybe look up fiber-filled carbs. No, but if I can give you guys any kind of encouragement on that, don't use hashtag Live4. Don't use hashtag Beachbody On Demand. Don't use hashtag, I don't even know. Just don't use Beachbody stuff, because that's how you get Beachbody coaches. Only Beachbody coaches know that the programs are called PIO and Live4 and 21 Day Fix. And so you're only attracting people that you cannot work with. So try to think about people that you do want to work with and use hashtags that they use. Like I said, I really struggled and still bucket hashtags because I don't use hashtags, you guys. Like, when I look at Instagram, I don't click on hashtags to see what else is there. But other people do, and I don't understand it, but they do. So do the thing, hashtag the things that your target audience is doing. The other thing you can do is, like I said, look at other accounts that, the guy from Jumper, he asked me to come up with a list of accounts that if mine looked just like that, my followers look just like that, those people look just like that, would I be happy with my Instagram account? So I came up with people like Inspiralize, I'm trying to think of the other ones that I used, because those are my brand. One called The Natural Nurturer. There's, a couple of mommy blogger kind of things. There's one called Unsuper Mommy, who's a Christian blogger who writes about not being a super mom, and being good with that. Like, you just kind of, and I think that that's where personal development and self-exploration comes into this. But again, I don't think that focusing on, growing I don't want to say this. There's a time and a place to grow your network, and there's a time and a place where that is a crutch, where you're saying I need to grow my network. I need to grow my network. I need to grow my network. No, you need to talk to people you already have, kind of thing. I think that there's also a time for that. It can be a crutch to continue to grow your network if you haven't talked to all the people in your current network. You know what I mean? Like you can grow a really great big network and still a crappy business, which is, you know, really pretty anti-social media theory, but it's the truth. You got to love on the people you got. So, okay. Well, if there aren't any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and